Hello everybody out there, Chris here, and welcome back to another comic book review. And in this review, I'm going to be reviewing Guardians of the Galaxy issue number 17. This was a really good issue of Guardians of the Galaxy. However, it felt like the book kind of wrapped up really quickly. And I do have a humongous major issue that definitely takes a couple of points away from this book this week. Okay, so Star-Lord was saved in the last issue by Captain Marvel. He escapes and he gets revenge on his father because now everybody on Spartax is against Jason. And he ends up having to run away, or he ends up having to, retreat because the castle's under siege, yada yada. So now Star-Lord goes off to find the rest of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Ironically, it just feels like they all come really quickly. Gamora contacts Peter because Angela shows up to save her. He picks her up. Then we get the fight between Gladiator and Drax. Now here's my issue. Am I right? Is it this? Yes. Okay. Watch the artwork. This is Nick Bradshaw's artwork. Okay. That's great. We're in the exact middle of the book. So then you turn the page and this happens. A sudden change in art. At the snap of fingers, in the middle of Drax and Gladiator's fight, we go from Nick Bradshaw's art to Mike Oeming's art. And to be honest, in the middle of a scene, in the middle of a fight scene, it the change in artwork, the drastic change in artwork, because Nick Bradshaw's art's one way and Mike Oeming's art's another way. They don't mix. Let's put it that way. I tried to figure out the right words for this since I figured I was going to do this review. I have nothing against Mike Oeming, and I really like Nick Bradshaw's artwork as well, but it's such a drastic change in the artwork in the middle of the book that it takes away from the story, because it's like, what just happened? Why did the artwork all of a sudden change? So anyway, Drax gets rescued by the Guardians, who then basically the Kree come to them and give them back Rocket and tell them where Groot are, in hopes of good faith, and that one day they all of a sudden they're like, oh, we're glad you finally got your father out of power. He was an evil person. Hopefully one day you'll return the favor and all will be well, yada yada, whatever. So they end up going to save Groot, and then they go to nowhere to find Venom, and they can't find Venom. And then the next issue, that's basically it. The next issue leads into the Original Sin with the truth behind Richard Rider and the Cancerverse. All in all, this was a really good issue. I did enjoy it. It was a nice wrap-up. However, I felt like the wrap-up wrapped up way too quickly. It would have been nice to have had at least one more issue instead of bringing all the Guardians back together in one issue. It would have been nice to have stretched it out to 2 issues, kind of make a story out of it, instead of one person contacting and coming back. The only person that was actually rescued or saved was Drax. Everybody else basically was brought back to the Guardians, or the Guardians found them and just got them. Minus Venom. We don't know what's going on with Venom right now. So, and then the drastic change in artwork definitely gets points off. Altogether, though, this is a 4-star book. I could still definitely highly recommend Guardians of the Galaxy. It's a really good book. Just the drastic change in artwork and the really quick wrap-up of this story definitely takes a star away from it this month, because I understand they want to get into Original Sin. Original Sin is ending by the end of August. There's only 2 more issues, and one is coming out next week. The other one probably 2 weeks after. So I understand the feeling of urgency to get all the Original Sin stories at least started or finished close to the time where Original Sin 8 comes out, but this definitely has that rushed feeling to it, especially with the drastic art change. You kind of have to wonder if the reason they went with Mike Oeming finishing the book is because Nick Bradshaw was doing other projects, possibly, and they wanted to get this book done and over with really quickly. I don't know. This is a prediction, don't get me wrong. I could be wrong. I probably am wrong, but beside the point, next issue is going to be done by Ed McGuinness anyway, I believe. So that's going to be really cool to see in a Guardians book. So 4 stars out of 5 stars, guys. That's it for this comic review. Don't forget to check out Comic Related and ComicFrontline.com. Together we're your #1 source for comic related news, reviews, and a whole bunch more. Comments below what you guys thought of Guardians of the Galaxy issue number 17. What did you guys think about it? What did you think about the drastic art change? What did you think about the wrap up? Tell us what you think about this issue. And until next time, everybody, take care, keep reading, keep collecting, and I will see you guys really soon in another review.